Shalom, call halal, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, Bahashim Kodash, double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of GMS, including the elders that came before them that taught us his truth. Shalom and salutations, all the brothers out pushing the word and truth and its sincerity, the hopeful elect tabernacle of David, the Aquath that are listening and learning, being a pillar of rest, to the 144,000 and one-third, the hopeful elect of Israel, and the brother Yahshua. I'm back with the WW3 Daily Update. Shalom and salutations to you as well. Today is Rumors War and Rumors of War Tuesday. It's a lot here. The day where we take Matthew 24 and 6, and we read in the King James, and ye shall hear of war and rumors of war, see that you be not troubled, for all these things will come to pass, but the end is not yet. Then we go, war and rumors of war, in the NIV, wars and threats of wars, right? So we got rumors and we got threats, right? And then you come down and you see reports of war, rumors, threats, and reports, and news. So let's get some news. Oops, not that news. This news. An hour ago, New York Prepper emergency alert. Coup attempt in Russia underway. Huh? A little color revolution over there, a la Babylon the Great? Is that what's going on? Putin evacuated to Siberia. That's serious. Okay. Considering that yesterday they launched a pretty big attack on Moscow, I believe, if not the Kremlin, but certainly Russia. They're attacking them. And when I say they, I'm talking about NATO. And if I'm saying NATO, I mean Babylon the Great. So here we go.
What's going on, guys? It's Greg here, aka NY Prepper. It is Tuesday, March 12th, 2024, and I have an emergency alert to share with you guys. We currently have a possible coup attempt underway in Russia. We have several Russian partisan groups currently fighting against the Russian military in southwestern Russia in Kursk and Belgorod. And the leader of one of these partisan groups has vowed to go all the way to Moscow. And the partisan groups involved in this possible coup attempt are the RDK, the Freedom of Russia Legion, and the Siberian Battalion. They apparently crossed into Russia from Ukraine. And what you're looking at here are the flight paths of several Russian presidential doomsday planes, and
So this is important, okay? If there's a coup going on in Russia, that's serious. That's some tantamount to Civil War type shit. So, I mean, this is important. We'll keep our eye on it. We'll keep watch for this. If there's a coup attempt, that's huge. That's like, what's his name? The one that they had to stop who turned around, tried to march on Moscow. I forget his name now. Anyway, carry on.
appears that Putin has been evacuated out of Moscow. You can see all of these planes going east towards Siberia. This was at around 4 a.m. this morning, okay, Eastern time. You can see all these Russian Special Flight Squadron planes. These are all part of Putin's Doomsday Plane Squadron and Airborne Command Post Squadron for nuclear war, so he can command the Russian nuclear forces. So Putin has been evacuated from Moscow, okay? And this week is re-election week for Putin. He's going to be re-electing himself at the end of the week. And so obviously they want to stir up trouble right before his re-election. And yesterday there was a massive cyber attack on the Russian government. Some type of hacking group was able to encrypt large amounts of Russian government data. one of the biggest sales ever.
Going into cyber attack or cyber warfare for that matter. So it's on. All right.
Data and take control of various servers and domains of the Russian government. So this could all be one big coordinated attack. The cyber attack came first yesterday, and then today the actual ground invasion.
Very important.
Now we do have some footage here coming in. And before I continue, I just want to say thanks to Steve Quayle. Some of you guys may know who he is. He was a guest on Coast to Coast AM for many years, and I was a big listener of Coast to Coast AM, being that I'm a night owl, and he's been sharing me out on his website. So thank you very much, Steve Quayle.
And Steve Quayle don't know what the fuck he's talking about dealing with the Bible either, but he could be a source of information. Low-level information, all right? But you got to come to the very source to get this truth, which is the men of Great Millstone, right? Pushing 100% truth, all right? Anyway.
Watching this, thank you for sharing me out, and I'm a big fan of your work. From the region, and you can see this tank over here rolling through southwestern Russia, and this tank has the flag of one of these partisan groups. Okay, so they do have tanks, and they are reportedly engaged in firefights right now this morning, Tuesday, March the 12th, 2024, with the Russian military. Okay, and here we have a video of the leader of one of these partisan groups. He goes by the name of Caesar. He's the leader of the Freedom of Russia Legion. And he's basically saying that they're going to go to Moscow. Okay, so it's going to get pretty interesting over the next 24 hours. We'll see how far they get and what the plan is.
How's that for war and rumors? War and rumors of war. I'm on the edge of my seat right now.
And apparently Ukraine is preparing for a serious operation in Crimea, according to the intelligence chief Kirill Budanov. He's the chief of Ukraine's military intelligence, talking about the recent drone strikes around Crimea. He said these are all preparatory measures for a serious operation in Crimea. Okay, a serious operation, guys. And overnight, Ukrainian drones.
Going into Crimea meaning red, is in crimson. Going into Crimea is a red line, according to Vladimir Putin. You go to Crimea, we up the level to nuclear, according to the Reds.
Attacked an oil refinery and a fuel depot in Russia, hundreds of kilometers from the Ukrainian border. The Kstovo industrial area in Nizhny Novgorod Oblast of Russia was hit with a drone, which resulted in a fire at an oil processing facility. The town of Kstovo is located around 800 kilometers from the border with Ukraine. Okay, 800 kilometers away. And here we have a picture of that oil refinery, oil processing facility, okay, burning. And in addition to that, Ukrainian drones also struck a fuel depot in the Russian city of Oryol, where a fire broke out. As a result of these attacks, Luke Oil, the main oil company in Russia, announced the suspension of operations of one of their facilities. And here's a picture of the fuel depot that was hit in Oryol. And Russian air defense systems reportedly destroyed Ukraine-launched drones near Moscow, according to the governor of Moscow. Okay, so Ukraine apparently sent drones into Moscow. And consider the timing of all this, guys. Okay, Putin re-electing himself this week. We got these partisans saying they're going to go to Moscow. We have Ukraine hitting all these targets with drones over the past few days. Massive cyber attack yesterday on the Russian government. So it looks like this is all one big coordinated effort, it seems to me. An unidentified man in New Mexico died from the bubonic plague in America's first
Okay, so they're getting into something else there. But how's that for war and rumors of war? All right. Hey. So apparently Putin is on the run, right? Man, that's funny. That's funny. No, you're gonna have to do a lot more than that. Let's analyze quickly what's going. Putin's on the run, right? Let's see. Stir up needs. I like doing this now. I found out what stir up means, right? So let's find out what's going on here. Isaiah 13:17. Regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. Okay. Behold means look. I is the Most High, the one you call God, whose name is Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, will stir up. What does stir up mean? The Medes. The Medes are the Russians. Against them. Them are the Babylonians, and the Babylonians are the Americans. Did you get that? I'll go over it again. Behold means look. I is the Most High, Yahweh, right? Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. He said, the Most High said he will stir up, figure out what that means. Stir up who? The Medes, that's the Russians, against them. Them is the Babylonians. The Babylonians are the Americans who cannot be bought off. Okay, you can't buy them out. You can't buy them off. Not when the Most High stirs them up. Okay, kind of like I will harden Pharaoh's heart. Remember that? Well, he's going to stir up the Medes. So let's find out what this stir up is. This is Isaiah 13:17. Where's my blue letter at? So Lockie, bear with me. Where is my blue letter? It's going to be right here. What? Isaiah 13:17. Okay, here we are. Bear with me here. Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them. What is it? What does this stir up mean? All right. So, behold, look, I, the Most High. See, right there, all bets are off. I will stir up the Medes. So if the Most High is the one stirring them up, who can come and get, who's gonna? Well, let's find out what stir up means. The Most High is going to stir up the Russians against the Americans, or NATO, the EU. Right? They're all the same. But what does this stir up mean? Let's figure that out. What I do. Lost it that quick. Let's see. That is not it. Let me just do that. Let's do it right here. Blue letter. Let's get stir up. Slovakia. Okay, I will stir up is this word here, or, right?
Strong's H 5782. Or.
Behold, I will stir up the Medes to rouse oneself, awaken insight, awake, to rouse oneself, awake, to be roused, to stir up, rouse, insight, to be excited, and here it is. To be triumphant. What does that mean? To be triumphant. This means to win. Right? What does it mean to triumph? It means to win. Right? To be triumphant. So when we go back, behold, I will cause to be triumphant the Russians over the Americans. I will endow, I don't know what word, stir up. I will cause to be triumphant the Russians against the Americans. That's what stir up means, to be triumphant. Who's doing this? The Most High. Nobody can change that. Okay? So, who's running where? Putin evacuated, ran. Putin got the hell up out of there. He hauled ass. Okay? Well, if he did haul ass, that's the perfect move according to Sun Tzu, because Most High had stirred him up. He knows what he's doing. So anyway, with that, we hope that this has been Wars and Rumors of War Tuesday. We hope that the elector edify you, brothers and sisters. With that, we can say shalom.